Bro, I'm so fucking tired. I've been working so much overtime at work, and I'm just now getting out of it, and like I've been just overworked, and I've been doing this shit with YouTube, and I've been doing this shit with my art stuff, and I'm just so fucking tired. I'm tired, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I've been thugging it out. I've been getting through it, and I'm realizing more and more that like my language, like how I talk, it kind of like come off as like really intense and stuff. But like I mean like I've been doing a lot of shit and stuff, but like I'm making it sound more intense than it is. I'm just letting you know that that's just how I am. Okay, so like if I seem like I'm like, I mean, sometimes I might actually be like, like super like whatever, but like most of the time I just have like a really that's just how I talk. That's just so just keep that in mind. Or maybe sometimes I'm going through it and I don't even realize it. It's a complicated thing. I guess in my spare time, I've just been kind of thinking a lot about. I guess I've just like this whole summer I've kind of been doing like a lot of like soul searching and stuff, and like looking within myself for like answers and shit and stuff, and I guess just like really reflecting on my life. Like we're over like halfway through the year, and this is the last year of my 20s, and I'm like, you know, it's just kind of like, I guess I just kind of feel like I have to like really confront my demons from the past or something like that, or like I have to like really confront like my insecurities and like, the things, the shadow side of myself and stuff, the like the part of me that I don't typically show to people, or I try to keep hidden, or like whatever, or something like that. Like I've been discovering a lot more and more about myself, and I've also been really diving into the concept of forgiveness. My life has kind of been like this weird kind of like dance of like really good fortune and like misfortune and stuff, where there's some things, it's weird because it's like some things line up in a particular way that I could not have predicted, or like that I couldn't, that it just like makes sense, like I had to go through this like period of misfortune in order to get to this place and stuff, and like, but like it's sometimes it's kind of like a cycle that like I can't seem to like break free from sometimes, and I've been really kind of reflecting on that, and especially like in the area of like relationships and stuff. Like I don't know, like just recently I've kind of been trying to like take back my power, honestly, from a lot of situations where I was just not treated fairly. Like I'm not, like, I just kind of realized that like I've met a lot of people that really did not have my best interests in mind, were taking me for granted, or were really deceptive in some kind of way, or like they just, it was like really one-sided, or like something, like I was always the one like putting in all the effort and stuff, and like all this like so many, and then like I just kind of feel like I allow myself to be like kind of caught up in these things and stuff that really just don't serve me. Like they're not good for me, they're not healthy for me, and for some reason I'm like trying to keep up this thing and stuff that just really is not working, or is really not good for me, or is really unfair to me in some kind of way and stuff. But like but I feel like I have to, like, I always have this like, I just it sounds bad, but like I don't want to say like I like to I feel like I have to fix it. Like I feel like I have to like make things better. I have to like make things harmonious and stuff, and I have to make things like balanced and stuff. But like if that other person's not doing this, putting in that same amount of effort as you are, then that's really not fair to you, is what I had to tell myself. And it's just like thinking about all the situations that I've been through where I allowed myself to be mistreated because I was trying to put myself, I was trying to like, I was putting myself down. I was basing so much of how much I felt about myself based on their opinion of me. And so it was like, if they didn't like me for whatever reason or something wasn't working out, like I took on that responsibility. And like, it's taking me until like kind of recently that I realized like that's not really fair to me, and I shouldn't be putting myself in situations that are not fair to me. And like, I should not be putting my self-worth and how I feel about myself in the hands of somebody else. I'm just not going to do that. And like, it's kind of weird because like, I never thought that I was the kind of person that does that. Like, I thought I had like more self-respect than that. But looking at a lot of my romantic history, like, I have allowed myself to just be in situations that just were not balanced and were not fair to me. And I made myself feel bad because things didn't work out. But maybe they didn't work out because you just weren't fucking with the right people. Or, I don't know, something like basically, you shouldn't allow yourself to be mistreated, and you should not allow yourself to be in situations that are not fair to you and stuff. Is the message that I can give you based on that. If you're looking for any kind of advice, I would just say do not enter situations that are not in your best interest, that are not fair to you. Do not do it. Do not compromise your own peace for the sake of other people. I'm just saying, whatever relationship that you enter has to be built. Well, is my recommendation. I would say, any relationship that you build, whether friendship, romantic, whatever, should be balanced in some kind of way, where you know you can take accountability, they can take accountability. There's mutual respect. That's also an important thing, where you respect their boundaries, you respect them as a person, and that energy is reciprocated. And just like it, basically, I would just say like, if they're considerate of you, if they're understanding of you, they get you. People that you just kind of click with, people that just kind of know how to treat you, how to love you, like your friends, your family. Maybe you don't realize that, but they probably unconditionally love you. If I mean, unless they don't, but like like what I'm saying is like, I realized very recently that I actually am surrounded with a lot of love in my life and stuff. And there's people in my life that actually really do get me and stuff. And I don't have to explain myself to them. I don't have to, they know to leave me alone when to leave me alone. They get me and stuff, and they don't judge me. And I don't have to explain myself to them. I don't have to prove myself to them. They get it. And like, those are the kind of people that I would say you need to be paying more attention to than trying to compete or trying to win over the attention of somebody that does not seem to want to do that same thing for you. So you know, that's just my thing and stuff. And like, I can't say shit because like, I've allowed myself to, you know, but you know, going forward, that is kind of my mindset on the concept of relationships, not just romantic, but just like friendships and stuff. And like, I'm kind of really in the process of just keeping my energy clear, and so I'm not dealing with all this bullshit. If I don't have to deal with it, like, I'm not going to deal with anything that I don't have to. So it's just like, if it doesn't really involve me, stay away from me. But yeah, detachment is definitely a big theme, or was definitely a big theme of this summer and stuff, because like, I just kind of realized that I need to let, like, I'm striving for a place of peace, and like, I'm just tired of like holding on to like stuff from the past, or and whatever things that are going on around me, just get me so like entangled in all of this stuff that is really disrupting my peace, and my peace has become very, very important. And so it's just like, anything that has brought some kind of negativity in my life or something, or is like some kind of, is not in my best interest, is hurting me, is not fair, is not like um is deceptive in some kind of way or like whatever and shit, like I'm letting that go. If you don't like me, I don't care. Like I'm focused on the people that do like me. Um and I'm focused on my own authentic life, and I'm focused on me, and I don't I'm not gonna get caught up in everyone's viewpoint of me and whatever, especially if it's because like a lot of the times you'll figure out that like it usually has something to do with them, and they're like just projecting whatever that is like onto you and stuff. So especially if you didn't do anything wrong or something like that and you're trying to be nice and somebody is still like projecting that kind of energy onto you and stuff, like that's a them thing is all I have to say. So um yeah, I wasn't really planning on like I guess that was a rant, I don't know. Like but yeah, I mean like that's just shit that's been on my mind, I guess. I don't typically like putting so much of myself out there, and honestly, and what I know I've done, I know that I have in the past. I know like I'm aware of, you know, uh that sometimes I can be a little bit too transparent and stuff, but sometimes I feel like I want my story to be heard in some kind of way and whatever. And I feel like this journey that I've been on, especially like through the summer of like soul searching and finding myself and whatever, that's something that I guess I did want to share, I suppose. And, you know, uh, because I feel like it was something that needed to happen. It was something that a journey that I had to go through in order to really truly find myself. And um, I think I am finding myself, but I don't know what that looks like quite yet, um, because it's been a very, very, very long time since I've really felt like myself. Like, and then when I do it, you know, I just, I'm doing, I am doing good, and everything is good, and I'm happy for the most part. Um, and all I can hope for is that that energy stays. So, I guess that's it. Deuces.